All right, let's get right into it this week. Week 4, the Green Bay Packers take on our Minnesota Vikings, and it's going to be a tough matchup. It's going to be a fun matchup. It could be a close one. That's what the sports books have, but let's get right into it. Two NFC North squads meet at Lambeau Field with the clash between the Vikings, who are 3-0, and the Green Bay Packers, who are 2-1. So, hey, who predicted the Vikings to be 3-0 after 3 weeks? Well, another solid opponent. Couldn't muster much against Skull Nation after Minnesota shut down, demolished, tore apart Houston. We have a problem. The Houston Texans in a no doubt victory. Sam Darnold is playing like an MVP, and it's hard to argue against the Vikings being one of the best teams in the National Football League, which we looked at the power rankings just a couple days ago. A lot of people or a lot of media outlets have us ranked anywhere from 3 to 5th in their power rankings. There was only a couple that had us outside of number 5, but we didn't talk about them because what's the point, right? We're a good football team, and I think at this point in time, we all can kind of agree on that. But it could be, let's just. It's only week 3, or it's only week 4 right now, so a lot of season left to go. Who knows how good the Vikings actually are? But no Jordan Love, no problem so far for the Packers. Malik Willis got his revenge against his old team to move to 2-0 as the starting quarterback in Green Bay. It's worked so far, but Willis will get his biggest test yet, trying to match a high-scoring Minnesota offense and a very, very, very good defense. At this point in the season, I'm surprised. I'm pumped up what this defense has been doing. So Malik Willis has to be on his toes. I think he will be. I think Matt LaFleur has been a really good coach up to this point in the season, which pains me to say because, yes, it is our division rival. But what they have been able to do has been nothing short of spectacular. Currently, the odds are forever in the Packers' favor this week. They are currently 2.5-point favorites over the Minnesota Vikings, which I think is very obvious, being that they are the home team. They are 2-1. They're rolling. They're playing some good football. Now you could argue, well, who have they really played? But you look at the Minnesota Vikings. You're like, okay, Texans. How good are the Texans actually? San Fran. They're riddled with injuries, even though they were only missing Christian McCaffrey in that game. And then week 1 against the terrible New York Giants. At least that week they were pretty bad. They bounced back and got a win. But the money line is currently -135 for the Packers to win, plus 115 for the Vikings to win, and the over-under is slated at 43.5, which, if I'm you, I'd probably take the over in that game, but at the same time, you never know. It's the NFL. Week to week changes quite a bit, but this game is going to be a nerve-wracking game. I've been nervous all week just because it's a division matchup. You don't really know what you're going to get. Okay, are the Vikings really this good? Are they really a 3-0 team that we could see making a playoff push, a Super Bowl push? I don't know. Is Green Bay as good as they've kind of showcased last couple weeks, beating the teams that they have? Not of high caliber. Tennessee Titans, Will Levis has to figure his stuff out. That was just brutal. But what Green Bay has been able to do offensively and defensively, I think is something to kind of worry about and take a serious look at, because this team, if you blink, they're gonna make you pay. So no blinking. You have to get all gas, no breaks. If Malik Willis is the starting quarterback, the main thing we have to stop is the quarterback run. Obviously we have to stop other things, but we have to stop him from rolling outside the pocket, those trick plays in the backfield, the motion or the option one way, take it back the other way, the typical old school Marcus Mariota when he was with the Tennessee Titans under Matt LaFleur's offense, type of run style. So we have to make sure we're on our toes, watching Malik Willis as much as we can. And if Jordan Love goes, hey, we have to be able to guard the receivers. It's going to be a tough test for our secondary. We have Shaq Griffin, who's been pretty solid this year. Stephon Gilmore, who's also been really solid. But Green Bay has weapons left and right. They got Dontavian Wicks, Jaden Reed, Romeo Dobbs, Christian Watson. The list kind of goes on, and they still, in that backfield, have Josh Jacobs. Okay, and another one that is slipping my mind at this point in time, but he's a good running back. We have to make sure, I think it's Emmanuel Wilson or some E. Wilson or Eric Wilson. I can't remember his name, but I know his last name's Wilson. But we have to be ready for this Packers offense. It's just plain and simple. It's going to be a very, very tough game. Could be a close one. Could come down to the last 5 minutes in the ball game. We have to be on our toes. If our defense continues to win the turnover battle and tie the turnover battle this week, we come away with a dub. No doubt in my mind. If not, if we tie, or I guess I should say if we tie it, it's going to be very interesting. The key matchup I would look at here, like it's been the last couple years, is the wide receiver Justin Jefferson against cornerback Jareer Alexander. Okay, that is the key matchup. It has been for the past couple seasons. Jareer has had his number. Justin Jefferson has had Jareer's number. This is going to be a battle for the ages. I think if Jareer ends up staying in Green Bay for the next or for the foreseeable future, this matchup is going to be the number one matchup in probably not only the NFC North, but the National Football League, because these two battle and they go back and forth. Justin Jefferson, couple drops last week, which he should have caught. How does he perform this week against a top tier, one of the top corners in the NFL in Jareer Alexander? Is Jareer Alexander going to hit the gritty on him? Is he going to, hit the seatbelt celebration on him? Or is Justin Jefferson, going to gritty all over Jareer Alexander? We're going to find out this Sunday. It's going to be a tough one. I want to hear your guys' thoughts about this game in that comment section down below. Drop a like and subscribe to the channel. It'd be much, much appreciated. Have a great rest of the night, folks, and Skol Vikes.